Have you ever looked at something complex, maybe just a picture, and sort of struggled to say what you think's going to happen next?
Or, you have a great idea, but it just comes out a bit muddled.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into how to make predictions, not just insightful, but really clear for anyone listening.
We're pulling ideas from Mastering Predictions, a speaking task guide. It's aimed at a specific task, sure, but the advice is, well, pretty universal.
Our mission then.
It's really to get how a methodical approach, especially looking at something visual, can, totally change your response.
Make it clearer, more insightful.
And even imaginative, impactful. It's like building a little mental framework for your thoughts as you speak.
And this is the surprising bit I found. The guide shows that predictions can be really creative, totally unexpected even.
As long as they're easy to follow. That's the key.
Right. It's not just saying a dragon appears out of nowhere.
No, it's more like, okay, based on this scroll here, maybe a dragon appears because the prophecy mentions the eclipse or something like that. You give a reason, even if it's fantastical.
So let's paint the picture. You get an image, maybe one you've seen before, right?
Could be.
And the prompt is just, what do you think will happen next?
And what's really freeing here is the flexibility you have. You might think, oh, I need to stick to the facts.
But you don't have to.
Not at all. Your answers can be factual, sure, or imaginative, predictable, or completely out there. The only rule, the absolute must, is clarity. People have to understand your train of thought.
Okay, so to make these predictions strong and super clear, there are two critical things.
Yep. What are they?
First, you've got to use future verb forms consistently. Can't be jumping around tenses.
Makes sense. And second,
Second, and this is crucial, provide possible reasons for each prediction. It's not just, this happens.
it's this happens because.
Yeah,
That's the glue, right? It grounds even the wild ideas.
definitely. And about those future verbs, there's actually a bit of variety you can use.
Yeah, the guide mentions a few. Is going to, plus the base verb, like he is going to buy coffee.
Or just will, plus the base verb, she will probably answer her phone.
Right. And sometimes even the simple present works for future, like his train leaves at 6. Or present progressive, they are meeting later today.
Gives your prediction a different flavor, a different level of certainty, maybe.
Exactly. It adds nuance. Things like future perfect will have arrived.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're pretty rare in this kind of task. Less common in general speech, too, probably.
Good to know. Now, in the context this guide talks about, you're timed.
Right. Pressure's on.
You get, what, 30 seconds to prep?
Yeah. 30 seconds prep, 60 seconds to speak. Not a lot of time.
So in that prep time, the advice is to quickly spot like 3 different things happening or 3 people you can build predictions around.
It's a great little exercise in thinking fast and organizing those thoughts quickly.
Which brings up a point, why structure it so carefully? Is it just for, scoring points?
Well, yes, in that context, structure helps the score. But the guide suggests it's more fundamental.
How so?
This kind of organized, almost paragraph-like approach, it makes complex ideas easy to digest instantly.
Ah, so it's about effective communication, period, whether it's a test or just explaining something at work.
Precisely. That structure lets your ideas land clearly, even the creative ones. It's key for that sort of higher level of communication.
Okay, so let's map out the structure. What's the blueprint?
All right, first start with a topic sentence. Basically, say what you see in the picture again, just briefly set the scene.
Got it.
Then you describe what you think will happen next, focusing on maybe 3 different people or things, and for each one.
You give a reason, the because.
The because.
Yeah.
Exactly. Reason 1, reason 2, reason 3.
And finally.
Wrap it up with a concluding sentence. Just a quick summary or final thought ties it all together.
Like a mini speech.
Kind of, yeah. And to make it even clearer, especially with a picture, you can use spatial markers.
Spatial markers. Like signposts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Phrases like in the foreground or on the left or the woman wearing the blue hat.
Ah, so you're guiding the listener's eye, making sure they know who or what you're talking about.
Spot on. It builds that shared understanding of the visual space. Really helps clarity.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive. Effective predictions seem to be a mix of good observation, logical reasoning, or even imaginative reasoning.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be strictly logical.
And, crucially, clear, structured communication, connecting the dots for your listener.
That's it. This method gives you a clear path, not just to have predictions, but to say them clearly, with reasons. It boosts the impact.
Makes your point stronger because you've shown your thinking.
Precisely. It builds confidence in what you're saying.
So, here's a thought to leave you with. How could using this kind of structured prediction plus reason approach help you? Maybe not just for a picture, but, in articulating your own ideas or anticipating things in your work or life.
Yeah, planning a project, explaining a problem, maybe even just figuring out your week.
Something to think about.